Hope everything's going okay for you. Hope you're having a great day. And I just wanted to share a verse with you from Timothy. It says, "Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers, in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity." I think I quoted that right. The verse is on the screen, though. The one thing that I wanted you to see more than anything else, the very last word, in purity. I'm just going to kind of share with you some of the ways that the world looks at young men. And some of you may have already experienced sexual encounters, and maybe some of you have had sexual relationships, and that if as long as you're not active in it, if it's in the past, you just ask God to help you and to forgive you if it was before marriage. But God desires purity. And so it's not too late for you if you've already done it. But the world always, the world looks at young men and they cast their judgments. I had somebody I had somebody asking my wife a while back, my wife told them that when we got married, that I was a virgin. And my wife was a virgin. We were blessed. We were given a great gift. And people said, well, how do you know? And I'm going to be honest, that kind of offended me, because, who are they to make the judgment that that I wasn't a virgin when I got married? I kept my purity. Some of you guys still have your purity. I'm going to encourage you to keep that purity. It's a great gift. The world is looking for purity. As corrupt and perverted as it is, they're looking for purity. And it's important that we as young men keep our purity, that we stay holy and pure before God. I know that in the day that we live in, it's a very difficult thing. I teach my boys, and I know my boys are watching this as well. Psalm 101:3 says, I will set no wicked thing before mine eyes. I hate the work of them that turn aside. It shall not cleave unto me. And it's a code with my boys. Whenever we see something inappropriate, an undressed woman or something like that, we always say 101:3, guys, 101:3. And the rest of us know we're supposed to put our head down. Can I tell you something? There's nothing wrong with being pure. There's nothing wrong with being a virgin. There's nothing wrong with not messing around in bed before marriage. I'm going to tell you something. A fire is good, but in a fireplace. A forest fire is not good. And it's important that we use marriage as that place. There is a place for sexual relations. And I know that this is something that crosses you guys' minds. I'm a man. If you're not a normal guy, if you're a normal guy, you're thinking about this kind of stuff. I think that you were weird if you didn't. I'm telling you, though, that the Lord wants us to be pure, and I'm going to encourage you to be pure and to stay holy and stay right with God. When people are formulating opinions, make sure that your testimony is right and pure and that it's spotless and nobody can blame you, so that the world can see that there are still people who keep God's word. Just because everybody else is doing it doesn't mean that it's okay. And it's important that we follow God's word and that we seek for purity. So let no man despise thy youth. Be an example of the believers in purity. Love you guys. Have a great day.